What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Vinny's Corner. I'm your host, Vinny. This is my boy, Cove, the artist formerly known as Cove, a.k.a. Kale, over here in that direction. So what he's showing you guys right now, before we jump into all the sports stuff, we're just discussing monitors, TV screens, etc. And he was telling me about this Curve monitor he has. So we're just getting a quick look here, and then we're going to jump into our sports talk. Hopefully everybody's having a great night tonight, enjoying some baseball. I got the Yankees and Tampa Bay game on. I also got the Brewers and the Cubs game on. I also got the Washington Nationals and the Mets. And then last but not least, we got the Dodgers and the Rockies. MLB TV is awesome. It's kind of like Red Zone. You get multiple screens. Really, really cool. Yeah. Great feature. By the way, guys, if you're a T-Mobile user, you get MLB TV for free. FYI. So what's going on, Cole? How you doing, bro? Kale.
Pretty good.
Bad. Yeah. So
there's not much. As you can see, it's like not much. It's just curved, but it's just I don't know.
Okay.
It's just
so here's my question. What does the curve do?
I think it's just not so prominent on your face. Like, if you got a big monitor, it's flat, all that's coming at you, but when it's curved, it's like it doesn't feel it's still gonna come at you, but I just find it doesn't it reverts my eyes. It forces me to if I see something on the left side, I will look more left. Instead of it just being right in front of your face. I actually train my eyes to look for it, as it goes.
Okay, interesting. Well, good evening to everybody. Welcome back to my boy Kale here. So, couple of things, right? Obviously, NFL preseason is underway. You didn't really have too much going on that you were thinking about there, right? I didn't see any questions or anything. And then, of course, it's Major League Baseball, MLB time of year. And it's like clutch time now, right? Some teams are starting to really stand out. Teams like the Brewers, the Detroit Tigers, just putting on real dominant performances, and looking to make moves towards the playoffs. So I know you had some questions there. And then, of course, guys, the Canelo Crawford fight card for the full day did just drop. So I think I'll start there, right? I usually like to start with boxing stuff. So you guys know, less than 4 weeks from today, on September 13th, Canelo Alvarez is fighting Bud Crawford, Terrence Crawford. So it's a huge fight, right? He's moving up in weight. These are two of the greatest fighters of this generation. Definitely, possibly all time. One of them will elevate their status to that point. I think during this next match. So that night, really exciting. Irish Kid is fighting Callum Walsh, is fighting Fernando Vargas Jr. So that should be a really good one. That's the fight right before the main event. And then in the super middleweight class, it's a super welterweight, by the way. And then in the super middleweight, Christian Mabili and Lester Martinez. These are both really strong, tough super middleweights. These are guys that Canelo really should have been challenging Canelo for the belt, but somehow Terrence Crawford's moving up. Who knows? In any case, these guys are fighting each other. So hopefully the winner of that's going to be able to put themselves in a position to possibly fight the undisputed super middleweight champion sometime in 2026. So we'll see what happens. But it's a pretty interesting card. You guys know all about it already. It's on Netflix live on September 13th. Cope. So, I do I work. I think I told you about this, right? So I do some security and stuff so it's not just for the Raiders, but it's also so the Raiders own Allegiant, right? So I'll probably be working at this fight also, which is pretty cool. It gets me into some of these events for free, which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty lucky for that. So I'm excited. Um, I can't take video, can't take pictures or anything like that, but it happens.
Yeah.
So now we have preseason football, right? I'm not really a preseason football guy. The biggest thing and the one thing that I wrote down, I texted it to you this morning.
Yeah.
Indianapolis, Steichen named Danny 10 pennies, and not Danny Dimes. I can't call him that, right? DJ.
Yeah.
But he named Danny Jones starting quarterback. So, I'm just kind of curious. I guess it sounds like they have like no confidence at this point in
Richards.
something to do with Anthony Richardson. I don't know his sports character because I mean, like he's got the same ridiculous athletic ability he had before,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like he's going to have an opportunity. Like this will probably be his last season in Indianapolis. If I'm
Oh,
being
probably.
completely
Yeah. Well, that's I don't know. Me and my buddy Drama were talking about that the other day, and he said like, well, we're still talking about Arch Manning, right? Like if he's gonna go up next year. They're like, well, what if Arch Manning goes for? I was like, no, he's not gonna go to the Colts. Like, I know you have Danny Jones, and you have Anthony Richardson, but I'm like, you're not gonna go to Arch Manning next year.
um. Okay, so that idea has been floated.
Yeah.
Now I think people have to remember. I wouldn't say that uh, Peyton Manning and Indianapolis left things on immaculate terms.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like, so I was like, what?
So
I was
the guy
like,
said that
I was
immaculate
like,
terms.
hmm,
But
I was
listen,
like,
okay, so like I get it. They have history there, right? Another Manning has
yeah,
already played there in
mhm,
his uncle in Peyton. He
yeah,
won a Super Bowl there, et cetera, et cetera. But the Arch Manning thing, at least for me, I don't want to go down this road, but if it's going to be something like of that brand, then I want to see him go to New Orleans.
yeah.
Play where
Well,
his
no,
grandfather
yeah,
played.
because New Orleans has a problem with because who they have for quarterbacks. They need somebody next year because neither have turned up. The two guys that they have going right now, like Spencer Rattler, is going to be your number one.
Well, okay, so like they were excited about him. They took
I
him like 10th in the draft last
Yeah, I know.
2 drafts ago.
Yeah,
What happened? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, how did that just completely fall apart?
I just don't think they believed in him. I guess I
Okay.
don't know.
All right. Well, okay,
I mean,
so
I was on the Spencer hype train when he came in, but they just didn't use him.
you raise a good point though. Basically, you think that Daniel Jones essentially Steichen and Ballard are using him as a band-aid to hopefully save their jobs this season.
Yeah,
Maybe he pulls off another wild card run like he did a couple years ago in New York,
yeah.
right? And boom, these guys have a job for another season and they can draft another quarterback. Um,
But even Arch today came out with a statement that said like he doesn't know what he's doing in 2026 right now. There is speculation that Eli and Peyton were in his ear, and they were like, one more year of college.
Here's what I think it's going to be.
It's
If
because of his
Texas
age.
runs the
He's a year
table,
younger too.
wins, huh?
He's a year younger too.
Okay, no, and listen, I think that another year development is a good thing. I do.
Yeah,
But this is what I also think. If Texas runs the table this season,
yeah,
right? If he wins the Heisman Trophy as quarterback, wins the national title, then he's going to declare.
yeah.
Um,
I think. Well, I mean, that is probably true. Like he's probably saying now, like guys, I haven't even played one full season yet. Let me do it, see what happens, and then I'll tell you. He knows like everybody's gonna go after him for number one if he does exactly what you say, right? Like that Heisman wins national championship. You know everybody's gonna go after him. So he's going to be automatic number one.
I feel like they're gonna lose. Like I think he's gonna be good, but I think that he's gonna lose in the college playoff his first season, and I think
Yeah.
he's gonna end up going back.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I'm saying. Like he's
yeah,
contemplating a second season because he is a year younger. He's
two. Listen,
I
two
think he'll be
seasons
like
as starter.
22 if he goes next year.
Yeah, and 2 seasons as starter under Sark is not a bad thing.
No.
Not a bad thing at all.
No, just get
So
your reps in.
yeah, exactly. And, and you continue. You have your four. Between the two of them, 4-time Super Bowl winning uncles and Eli and Peyton as
Yeah.
mentors. Like
Yeah.
he'll be fine. No
Yeah.
question about that. But yeah, so I think this is going to blow up in their face miserably. Just like the Giants, we thought that DJ was going to do something so different for us.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it did not work out. We went the wrong route. We let two awesome players leave. Instead, we gave him $40 million a year. Did not work out for us at all. I don't think it's going to end up being a band-aid for them. I think it's going to end up being what gets both Ballard and Steichen fired this year. I think they're going to clean house at the end of the season and start over. Maybe Anthony Richardson will be there. Maybe he won't.
He won't. I know.
Probably not.
But I just mean like there's high speculation. You got Indy's got QB troubles and a Manning's on the board next year, maybe. So it's like speculations are gonna go through the roof. But I do believe like I'll believe in Eli and Peyton. If they both say this kid needs one more year, I'm gonna believe them. We
Of
both grew
course.
up watching these guys. They know what they're talking about. And the thing is he didn't develop his skill. I think he developed his skill on his own, but his dad taught him. It was Cooper, who taught Peyton and Eli.
Well, I don't know what their camp is called, but he's like a regular the camp that
Yeah,
Eli and Peyton run.
yeah,
He's like a regular attendee for the camp, growing
uh-huh,
up as well. So,
yeah,
he's and those are his uncles. Like, I mean, he's
yeah. No, but I
his
mean, I think Cooper's been taking care of his training, though.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, And then like he has dedicated time probably with them as a part of his regimen,
Yeah.
but they're just a piece of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, if you're gonna be a quarterback, you might as well learn from those guys.
Well, so is it automatic? Does everyone? So I feel like this is what everybody thinks. So let me ask you, like, mentally for you, are you like whoever gets this kid wins the Super Bowl at some point in the next 10 years?
Maybe in 10 years, yeah, but the right market though. If he goes to the right market, yeah, you let his uncles get into his head a little bit, but not enough. And I mean, they probably won't. They'll probably be a spectator, and they'll probably just be able to attract the best coaches. And if he gets the best coaches, then yeah, this kid's gonna get attractive. Because if he gets basically coasted like that, where he's got everybody, like Peyton had a guy, Tom Mora, and I'm not sure who Eli had, but I'm pretty sure Eli had one guy.
Okay, so right now, hear me out. Let's say because you're saying the right situation. So let's say this guy, let's say this guy Shador and Dylan Gabriel. Let's say neither one of them work out. Next draft, Cleveland has 2 first-round draft picks, and he has declared, and all signs point to Cleveland drafting Arch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that he will not be successful?
No, but I can see an epic. I'm not playing in Cleveland and get traded, but still go first.
You like pulling Eli?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was such a good move, and it worked out so good.
see, Cleveland will probably not go after him because they're pretty sure he won't go there. I just I don't think it's because of the talent. The talent is in Cleveland if they got the right quarterback. That team is decently good. Like if you look at it as player by player, but it's just the quarterback room that's horrible. Like you have Flacco who got number one. I mean, I don't think anybody else saw anything else but Flacco getting number one. And then it's like Shador's gonna fight for a spot because now he knows he's not number two. Like I think Dylan's gonna get number two, and Shador is either gonna be out the door or he's gonna be practice squad
What are you talking about?
because they have to have fucking Deshaun no matter what.
Okay, no. Um, their roster is going to be 3 or 4 quarterbacks.
You think
There's
so?
a
I
Adam
don't see more than
Schefter's.
three.
Huh?
I think there's
I
only gonna
don't
be
know.
three.
Listen, everyone else says 3. Adam Schefter is convinced they're going to have 4. But let's say they have 3. Okay.
Mhm.
The 3 are going to be Flacco, Shador, and Gabriel. That's what I think.
They're gonna play Deshaun because they owe him money.
Doesn't no, bro. Deshaun's
They're gonna
not
play him.
stepping on the field. Deshaun's not stepping on the field for them ever again.
They're
That's
gonna play
okay.
him. They're gonna play
No,
him.
no, that's not. That's not in the cards. Okay, listen.
It's not in the cards, but you know what's gonna happen.
No, it's
Deshaun is
dude.
gonna be playing.
No, he's not. No, he is. He will not be listed on the 53-man active roster.
Yeah, but they still gotta pay him, so they're still gonna play him.
No, I'm telling you, they're not going to.
No.
Like this is a wide. He is what they call dead cap space now.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah, but
not. Yeah,
have they said anything about putting them dead cap?
yes, there's a
Oh,
reason.
okay.
Like he does not train with the team. You know,
Okay.
like yeah, like he's not on the field getting reps with these guys. Yeah, no, none of that. Like that's crazy. They tanked their organization with that move. They're working on getting away from him now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're working on getting away from him. So
So he does have a three. He then has a chance for three, but I still don't think he's Shador's. I know you love Shador, but Dylan and Flacco are going to take it over.
okay,
Shador is going to
and
be a special option.
wrong, and okay,
Special option.
Shador is a good quarterback. Listen, should
I mean, yes, he's good
okay
enough because he makes the
here.
NFL. Yes.
Okay, Shador is going to be the starting quarterback of the Browns by week 8.
Oh my god. I mean, he's got skill to be there, but I don't see Shador lasting as a Brown. Like as a Brown.
This guy doesn't know football. Don't worry. We're about to go to baseball. Don't worry about that. Don't pay him any mind. He doesn't know what he's talking
You're
about.
talking about a 13 and 12 quarterback.
Yes.
It's like talking
Listen.
about Case Keenum coming out of Boise State and fucking what did he do? He's the
Bro.
winningest quarterback in NCAA. And what did he do?
I forget what team is he on, Case Keenum.
I have
Somebody
no
is
idea anymore.
competing. Dude, he just came up like a couple days ago. Somebody is competing against him to play quarterback right now. That's a
Really?
fact.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Case Keenum was the all-time like quarterback to win-loss ratio in his career, and What happened to him?
Listen,
They just
dude.
put him in the wrong markets. No, I'm just saying, you're going to put a 13 and 12 quarterback against the guy who basically was the best quarterback in NCAA when he came into the draft, and he's nowheres. So, I mean, for me, it's got to be the right system. Brady worked because he was in the right system. Manning worked because he was in the right system. Breeze, he worked when he went to New Orleans. He worked in the right system. Sometimes these quarterbacks work in a certain system.
Stefanski's a great coach. I would trust him to develop him right. Just
Yeah, well,
saying.
we're talking about an organization that had 29 quarterbacks in 25 years?
Maybe a couple. Maybe a couple. I don't know if it was that many. Maybe.
Yes. You look at if you Google right now the Browns jersey of starting quarterbacks, you look at the jersey, it's completely covered. The whole back is completely covered with names. It's riddled with
That's
names.
crazy.
There's
Well, you
close to
know what?
29 names in 25 years. So you're
Maybe
telling me an
Shador,
organization in 25 years can't hold on an average of a whole quarterback a season on average?
in an ideal world, Shador is their quarterback for the next 10 years.
He might be, but I just don't. It's like believing Caleb Williams in Chicago for some reason.
Caleb Williams is a good quarterback.
It's good enough to play.
Dude, okay, you're wild. You're wild. All right. All right. All right. Come on.
I told you
Let's
guys.
go.
I told you last year Caleb Williams was knocking. Everybody thought he was going to be the saviors of the Bears last year, and I told you he was going to fucking fail last year.
What's
He
the
was
Bears
gonna.
record?
He was destined. He
Before
was
we go
destined
to
to fail.
baseball, what's the Bears record going to be this season?
To be
Over
fair,
500?
yeah, I'll give him 8 wins. I'll give him 8.
That's under 500, 8 and 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about this the
So
extra week. Yeah.
they
So
got to
yeah,
be
under
9 and
500,
8.
8, 9.
So 8 and 9.
We're
Okay.
gonna be an 8 and 9.
Okay. I
I mean, I
think
would love just because the history of Chicago in the league. I would love to see a good Chicago team again for the Bears, but no, not with
I
Caleb
think
Williams.
I think all four teams in the NFC North, the Minnesota Vikings, the Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers, and the Chicago Bears are all going to finish over 9 wins. 9 wins or better. Over 500.
My thing about this is pro last year for JJ, but I'm coming off injury, and the thing is like if he came from Michigan, yeah, but if you look at his numbers in Michigan, he didn't throw that often.
I'm believing in this dude O'Connell because Kirk Cousins looked, pardon my language, fucking amazing when he was in Minnesota. Then Sam
Mm-hmm.
Darnold looked amazing in Minnesota. So I'm
Yeah,
just assuming that the coach whisperer or the quarterback whisperer who drafted this kid himself is
yeah,
gonna. They may not get 14 wins or better again, but
no,
like they'll be an 11-win team.
yeah.
An 11-win team under this kid year one would be pretty good as long as they make the playoffs.
Oh yeah, as long as I need to. But I mean though, like, um, and I'll praise this guy because I got his jersey for this year. But I have a lot more faith in Bo Nix this year than I did last year.
Well, a lot of people think that Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, specifically because of that defense,
Yeah,
first, they're a real threat to the Kansas City Chiefs and to
Mhm.
winning that division.
Yeah. Like I said, Bo's gonna turn up this year. Like it's just he's gonna be good this year. He
He
started
showed up,
off rocky.
dude. Let's
He,
let's be honest. If Jaden Daniels wasn't in the same draft as him, people would be talking right now like, "Oh my God, Bo Nix just had the greatest freshman." But like that
Mhm.
his year was amazing last year. You know what I mean? He led his team to the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
can't you can't knock that kid at
That's what I'm
all.
saying. Like the first part wasn't as great. Like his first part wasn't great when you really looked at the numbers, but once he got used to the system and started winning and started playing well, like Nick's numbers last year going into this year are amazing. So like he's gonna if he continues on as high he had last year going out of the season, then yeah, he'll fucking be fine. And I mean, like, if there's a dethrone for KC and it's Denver, oh god, like I'd say watch out for the playoffs. If Denver was able to take out KC,
It would be interesting to see. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I expect to see them back in the playoffs this year. Their defense is
yeah,
top tier, and Bo
yeah,
Nix is good.
yeah.
So that's my expectation. Um, but all right. So what's going on with the baseball side of the world? It's that time of
Mm.
year. We're a couple weeks in now since the trade deadline. Teams are starting to pull away. Some teams are starting to tighten up the race. Uh,
Mm.
let's look at the American League first. Who are your top three teams in the AL, or in the AL?
Well, one of the topics we were gonna kind of touch on, and I can do it real quick, is the fucking realignment. The realignment's the interesting one topic. I like when it comes to the American National League because they might get rid of it.
Well, okay. So since we're going to talk about this, this was actually great, bro. I was driving today, and I'm
Yeah,
listening to the radio, and Buster starts talking about this on the radio, and
yeah,
I'm like, and he's like, it's not an if, it's a when,
yeah. It's a win.
you know. And so he said, I guess towards the next collective bargaining agreement in like 3 years or so, 4 years, something like that. Um, But right, so think NBA in East and a West,
Yeah,
right? Conferences. That's what we'd likely be looking at
yeah,
under this model. They would add one team to each. They would break everything up into an East and a West. Two
yeah,
massive conferences. Maybe they would have a couple names within them or something. Whatever. But
yeah.
I don't. How do you feel about that? That would change. So that changes the playoff format. That
But I
changes the
saw
division.
I seen a different format. It was a 4-tier format, like split. So you
So
had
what
the
is it?
East, you had the straight East, you had the straight West, the Midwest, and then the southern part of MLB.
Interesting.
And it was in the Mets and the Yankees would be in the same division, basically.
Well, Mets, Yankees, Philly,
Philly,
Boston. All of us would be in the same division.
yeah, Baltimore.
Yeah, it would. That would be sick. It would be
You
sick.
got Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, I like it. I like it sort of. But I don't. I mean, I don't know. I
But this is what they were rumoring, and I saw it on multiple people that said the 4-tier one, and everyone said expansion, and it said expansion in Charlotte and expansion in Nashville.
Nashville. Yeah.
Charlotte threw
Um.
me through a loop, but
Okay. How many
I mean
teams?
they
Let
have the
me.
Charlotte Knights, so like they have MILB, so
Here's a question for you. How many teams are in the MLB right now?
30.
30, right? So
Yeah,
if we add
2.
two teams, right, it becomes 32.
Yeah,
So what is it? 14,
8.
8? Okay.
4/8.
Interesting.
So like you would get the Mets and Yankees in one division together. Mets are I mean most of LA is usually in the same division, but you would have LA versus LA there. for one, and
So
then in the upper you have Chicago for Chicago. The Cubs and the White Sox will be playing each other, like
so the
Houston and
East,
Texas.
the
Like,
East would be the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Mets, the Phillies, the Pirates,
yeah,
um,
or Orioles and Nationals.
Oreo. Okay, okay, yes, that's interesting. I'm not opposed to change. You know what I mean? It happens, right? The last time it happened. I mean, like it's not like it'll be the first change we've seen in our lifetime. Um,
No, but
so
as a New Yorker, right? It's like you're gonna have Mets versus New York, Mets and Yankees playing each other for a division title.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love that, and I love having Philly.
yeah,
I love that. I want like
yeah.
I
You got
I
Philly.
always want to compete against Philly.
Mhm.
I want to compete against Philly in everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Facts.
you have to play the Red Sox more often. You're already challenging them anyways in the same division, anyways.
We get to
So like
we
most
play
of the
the Mets
teams,
way more
but
Subway Series. Here's the difference: you'd never get a Subway Series title.
yeah,
Actually, I guess you could. No, you wouldn't. You never get a Subway Series title unless there was like a. No, I don't think you could. Unless the form, it would depend on the form. If the format was just done by seeding, it might be possible,
yeah,
but
they
I
were
don't
done by
think so.
seeding, and the Mets and the Yankees decided
They would be in
to
the same bracket.
play each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but what if they
yes,
played each other?
but they would play each other before the World Series.
I mean,
Like they
unless
might play
like
each other in like whatever the ALC or the I don't know what it would be called then. However it
yeah,
breaks up. But it would change. That would change a
yeah,
lot. That's an interesting. I don't. I would have to see it broken down and see what other changes there were. I don't love the idea, but I do love the idea of expansion. If they can, if and this is always a big if, right? But if like they really see Charlotte and Nashville as great viable markets for like good strong baseball competition, small to mid market, obviously. I'm excited for that, no question. I love Nashville as a city,
yeah.
and Charlotte. I got family in Charlotte, so I'm always with all of this. You know, what do
But I
you
mean, that's
think?
rumors, right? Like, there's
Okay,
there's
so
multiple rumors of expansions.
but listen, okay, so Buster Olney, right, was on Unsportsmanlike, I guess it was this morning, and they asked him, and
Yeah,
they were like, "So, like, what's with the rumors, this and that?" And he was like, "It's happening."
yeah,
He was like, "It's 100% happening. It's just a matter of when." Okay, and like, so when a guy like that says it, it takes some credence. So I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so what I'm assuming is the next collective bargaining agreement, right, with the players is when it'll happen, and that's in like 3 or 4 years
yeah.
towards 2030. I
I
think it's like
mean, they could sit there and be like, Oakland wants to come back in, and in 29 they can come back. Then you got Oakland, so that could see that's the thing. They're talking about 3 or 4 years from now, where Sacramento is going to go to Las Vegas by then, and then Oakland might come back. Then what if Oakland comes back? Then Nashville's out of the question.
okay. So here's the thing. I think that if they're doing like their numbers and like, they're doing like their demographics and when they do all that kind of stuff on the back end, because it's gonna be the Las Vegas Athletics.
Yeah,
That's what it is, right? The MLB will start another team in Nashville before starting a team back in Oakland again.
yeah.
That's just my opinion. But I don't know. I mean, like to me, that's just what it seems like. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like that's a market they're like itching to get back into.
No, but I think they made a deal with Oakland though, because like there is rumors that like I know they say they're going to be the Athletics, but I've heard rumors that this core group has a couple years, And apparently they want the athletic name, they want the colors, all to stay within Oakland.
Um, Google it, man. I don't know. Maybe you might be right. You might
I've
be
heard
right.
rumors about it, but I think it's like a lawsuit that they have to go through to ever. It's because they wanted to lose their team, but they didn't want to lose their team. They just didn't want to lose it this way. Like they thought they'd be able to probably hold them until Vegas had them until 28, but now it's in Sacramento. It's kind of like there's a lot of fuckery with it, but I've read different snippets about it saying like Oakland will sell only if they keep the Athletics name, colors, and everything to return back in Oakland because they got a promise that they can come back in 29.
I don't know.
So,
Okay, so that's interesting. All right. So
but
moving along.
I just don't know if you could shift a team once you put if you put Oakland back in there and you put Vegas down there, would it shift for enough 8 teams that Oakland could fit into one division?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I would bet money that it's not going to be Oakland next.
I don't think it's gonna be Oakland next. Like they talked about Portland, they talked about
If
Charlotte,
they do,
they
but
talked
listen,
about
here's the thing. If they do Charlotte and Nashville, then that means like from now it'll be at least 10, 12, 15 years before Oakland can get in.
yeah.
They're not going to do an expansion in 4 years and then do another one the next year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it won't happen till the next agreement, likely. So the reality is that whatever the likely statute on that'll run out, and so I'm going to say 5 years from now it's going to be the Las Vegas Athletics. I don't know who Nashville will be, but that's an interesting one. So listen, okay,
But would
now
Chicago? But there's one thing to it. Would Chicago finally leave? Like the White Sox leave by 28, 29, because they probably are going to be like next to nothing by 28, 29. They'll have a new owner and probably not be able to move.
I hope they don't move. I think like Chicago's a great place. I don't know. To me, that's a bad call. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't know. Anything's
They're trying to
possible.
get a new stadium and move it down where they're from now, and it's supposed to work out. But that's supposed to be by 28 or 29.
I guess we're gonna see what happens. All right.
Mhm.
So now moving into this season, um, I'm curious. Like I don't know. It sounds like the favorites in the odds have shifted. I don't know exactly what they are. But so it's not a clear cut thing anymore that Aaron Judge is going to be the MVP of the AL.
No. Colorado's got what, 47? He's about to tie the record for most by a catcher.
Yeah, it's looking. I mean, the story would be awesome, right? It would be like a really great baseball story for Cal Raleigh to win it this season. Um,
To do something that not that no players ever done, but no catchers ever done.
what's
Like
his batting average,
it's
Cal Raleigh?
I did not look at that stat.
I I'm big on that one. They don't put so much on it anymore, I guess. Like, okay, see, listen, this is wild to me. He's only batting 247. That's
Yeah.
disgusting. What? That was what? That's ew, ew, ew. If I was voting, I would still vote for Judge. That's just me. Oh my god. How okay, I'm sorry, but how can the MVP not bat over 250?
He's got 247 and 355 OBS with a 940 OBS. So I mean,
So my question again was how can I just don't understand. How can you be the MVP and be a 1-4 hitter? I, I I don't get that. That sounds crazy to me, right? You
Yeah,
know,
but I mean, it's like
like I'm
he's
not
only
trying to
got.
just be a Yankees fan here, right?
I
Obviously,
know,
I
but
am.
he's this guy has an average of a 255 batting average, so like 225 batting average, and he's hitting 247, so he's hitting above average. This is his best OBS, best like OBP, like
He's
is
having a great season.
phenomenal season. Like he's got 102 ribbies, 47 home runs as a catcher. It's just he's just doing something in a position that we've never thought to see before. And if Mariners make the playoffs, it's just going to propel him further in the MVP.
Um. Okay. So, and I'm glad you brought that up. Playoffs. The
I
playoffs are
mean,
shaping up.
you guys might get squeaked out. So
Oh,
why would you
okay.
say MVP to Aaron Judge if New York doesn't make the playoffs?
Okay. So let's look at the standings right now, right? So if we went to the playoffs today, first place in the AL, Toronto, Detroit, Houston. Okay?
Yeah.
There we go. Next best record, 68 and 57, the Yankees. Then you got 68 and 59, Boston, and then you got 68 and 60 in Seattle.
Yeah.
So today we would be over them.
Yes, today you would be. But if you guys continue your losing streaks that you guys have been getting lately,
Listen, the,
KC could sneak right past you.
the Yankees are on the comeback. All right, bro. Okay, it's 3-1 right now. We just won 4 in a row. Okay,
Yeah.
we're in second place again. We're moving in the right direction. We're moving in
Yeah.
the right direction. All right. So, what do you think though? If the playoffs kicked off today, right? What would you change? Like, who do you think is not making it? Who is making it? Like Houston's only 1.5 games ahead of Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle could still take first place.
Yeah.
That's not out of the question.
No.
Yo,
But
Kansas City. Kansas City has won 18 of their last 27 games. Little interesting fact there. They're still 9.5 games out of first. Detroit ran away with it so early in the season, but
yeah.
they're in second place and they have 65 wins. So, like, they keep playing like they're playing. They might be looking at a wild card, which
Yeah,
would be
they could.
incredible.
But you got to remember Cleveland. You got to remember Texas, or you're probably next. Those are the guys you're going to look at is sneaking in. There are only about 3 to 5 wins behind wild card right now. So like it's anybody's game with that close. If these guys had like a 10 game lead, I'd be like a little more be like a little more pro. But with KC winning the way they're winning right now, Cleveland can go on a win streak, Texas can go on a win streak, and we have a potential 3-way for that last spot. But for today, like if they were playing today, like yeah, you see Detroit and Toronto would advance. Houston would play Seattle, or vice versa. So it doesn't change in Boston versus the Yankees. Those are
Okay.
playoffs, right? That's just the way it would be seeded. Yeah, I can see New York beating Boston, and I just the way they're playing right now, and I think Seattle could go over Houston. And then you have Detroit versus Houston, Toronto versus Yankees. That becomes the real problem for the Yankees because the Yankees have had a problem against the Jays this season.
Well, right now, and this is as a Yankees fan, I don't see us making the World Series. I don't.
Oh
Um,
no, I've done a few like runs with through the year with like mid season, shortly after. I got another one coming up, but almost every time, and now this is from MLB the Show, and I do everything by the book with every stat. It's gonna match, and I have most times Toronto playing Detroit in the ALCS.
that's what it feels like it's going to be to me. But there's also that sneaky gut feeling where I'm like, Houston's just going to run the table and
Yeah.
get right in there. I don't know. Uh, it's
The
kind of
National League is a little more tighter because right now the Mets and the Reds are tied for last spot. Cardinals got 63 wins. So like they're not too far behind the Mets now. Chicago's got 72, San Diego's got 70. So I mean like these teams are starting to run away with the lead. That's what we're seeing in the ML. Like Milwaukee, like
what?
you would have
Okay,
Milwaukee versus Philly going in
wait,
by.
wait, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. You can't do that. You can't just glaze over the Mets. Um,
No. I was getting to the Mets. Then I was saying that Milwaukee and the Phillies would have the bye. LA would be playing the Mets right now today, and then you'd have San Diego playing Chicago,
um,
unless Cincinnati sneaked in.
this month the Mets have lost one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've lost 12 games this season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They've lost, or they lost, not this season. They've lost 12 games this month. It's, what is today? Like the 19th,
20th.
20th? Like they're getting cooked this month.
Yeah.
They are lucky to still be in it.
Oh yeah. That's what I
Um,
said. Cincinnati could sneak right in.
they look terrible recently. Like this month, the Brewers just beat up on them. The Giants beat up on them. The Guardians beat up on them. That was all this month.
Yeah.
They play so many baseball games. It's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like to even think all those series were this month.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild. But
That's what I'm saying. Like you could have the Reds or the Mets playing the Dodgers.
okay, well, now who do you think? Who do you think? Why is this dude okay? Who do you think comes out of the NL? Like, I really like this was my bold hot take the last couple of weeks, but I don't think it's going to be the Yankees and the Dodgers. I don't think it's going to be either or
No.
the AL and the NL.
No. Milwaukee is your sneaky team for how well they've played in the
Nah,
last.
they're not sneaky. They're the best fucking team in baseball, bro.
I know they're the best, but they just snuck past everybody. It was like
they
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 just
were sneaky like a month or two ago, but now
yeah
they're just
they just
dominant.
now they just got the flow. Like the
Dude, yeah,
Brewers are
they,
dangerous.
they look really good. They do. They look really good.
So you got them on the
But
bye, and
but they need the buy. They need the buy.
they need to buy, but you're looking at LA possibly playing the Mets or the Reds. I mean, unfortunately, Mets or the Reds are not going to take out LA.
I don't want to sound like a superstitious baseball fan, but conspiracy theory, right? If they win the NL and get the buy could be what breaks the curse, right?
Yes,
They
it
get past
could.
the first round
Oh yeah,
by
yeah,
getting
but
the
that's where I was.
buy.
As you're talking about, like that's where I was going to go with it. Like, so you have the Brewers and Phillies They won't play each other until if they make both go next round. You'd have the Brewers versus the Phillies in the NLCS. But the Brewers, I feel like because the Dodgers would take out the Mets or the Reds easily, that wouldn't be within question.
Easily.
The Cubs and Padres, that'll be interesting. That'd be a full 5 game series. Um, but I
Who
think
you
the
got?
Padres could edge out. But
Padres. Me too.
I would have the Padres taking out LA, like
Okay, I like that.
kind of thing. But yeah, you'd have a Padres Brewers NLDS or CS.
Um, that would be.
Is
Listen,
Philly because Philly's gonna choke. Philly is gonna be a second round out, like out.
if Philly doesn't win this season, they're never going to win. But it depends on Zach Wheeler's availability going into the playoffs. So let's see. Let's see, like what when he comes back.
These boys will get the bye, but they're gonna have to go up against like the Padres.
Yeah, I don't listen. I don't. If it shakes out the way that you just described it, NLDS, Brewers, and San Diego, that would be great for baseball. Period.
And then you got Detroit and Toronto. It'd be the '90s again.
Yeah, it would be. This would be fun. My daughter just crawled into the living room. Hey, baby, she's got UGG boots on right now. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because we have the air conditioner pumping in here. I don't know what's going on. She's having a hard time standing up. Hold on. Oh, she got it. Come over here, you little thug. She's my so for those of you folks that are with us tonight that don't know or do know somewhat, right? I had a daughter a little over a year ago, and now she is walking. Hey, Vina. She's going. She's sliding in those things. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Back from the commercial. All right. So what were you saying?
Okay, yeah. So like, that'd be crazy. Like you were saying the same thing. It'd be crazy. Back to the '90s. You have Toronto, Detroit. You have Philly and the Brewers, and no matter whatever World Series you get, Padres versus the Jays or the Brewers versus the Tigers. Like that would be an insane World Series.
So, all right. I guess the question is, if you had to pick the World Series today, who's playing?
I have Milwaukee.
Okay.
I mean, they made me a believer. Like they said, yeah, I called them sneaky, but they snuck right in and just kept on the go, and then they just kept winning and winning and winning. But they just now have a culture in Brewers that they can win. So, and I mean, as a Canadian, I should be hung for this, but yeah, it's definitely not going to be the Jays. Jays, I think, will go against Detroit, and I think Detroit will overshoot the Jays. Like 9 times out of 10, Detroit will beat the Jays out, and then
Dude,
you have a Tiger Brewers series.
imagine, imagine, imagine Gleyber Torres wins a World Series as a Tiger.
Tiger.
Oh, what a kick in the balls that would be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I'm damn, bro. That's like
What if Gleyber Torres hits a walk-off home run against the Yankees and knocks the Yankees out?
oh my God. There are so many scenarios that are terrible to consider. And I liked him. I did. So, yeah, but, it is what it is. Okay. I like that World Series. I was going with the exact opposite. I was going with Padres Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Which I think would be an awesome World Series as well. I think I feel like either one of those World Series would go to 7 games.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. But I also want another Yankee World Series win, but I'll either take 7 games or the Yankees win the World Series. I guess, right? That's cool.
I'll give you a scenario, and I guarantee it's going to make you cringe. Not this year because it wouldn't happen, but saying whoever wins next year, right? Whoever wins the World Series next year, because we have no predictions of who would win next year. But one of the players that holds up a ring is Marcus Stroman.
Better be on fucking Yankees, bro. It better be on the
Marcus
Yankees.
Stroman wins the World Series, and he's not a Yankee.
This guy,
Or
you
a
see
Jet.
what this, you see what this guy tries to do to me? Disgusting.
What? You guys have a better chance right now to win the World Series with Josh Donaldson on your team.
um. Okay, listen. This is not a Yankees bashing time. All right.
Why? Because I brought up Josh Donaldson. Oh,
We
come on.
glossed over that fact. We already moved on to the ALCS. The Yankees were not there. Okay, that was enough. All right. We don't need to bash my team. Let's keep it to the we if the Blue Jays are there, that means there's no more Yankees we need to talk about. That right? That's it. Blue Jays, and Detroit.
Mhm. But I just always thought it wild if like Stroman or Donaldson went and won a World Series after leaving the Yankees.
It happens, man. All right, it happens. You and your conspiracy theories over here about why it happens.
I'll give you a worst one right now since you want to say conspiracy. Aaron Judge wins a World Series, but not in the Yankee jersey.
Aaron, listen.
There you go.
How dare you? How dare you? All right. I don't even like Judge like that, but Judge isn't even allowed to play for another team. He's a
I can
Yankee,
I
and
can do
that's
it in
it.
10 I can do it in 10 minutes. I can put Judge in a different jersey and send it to you.
He's not going. He's not going
No,
anywhere,
I
bro.
know.
Like,
I know.
and like I
We all
said,
know
I'm
that.
not,
That's like Mike Trout not being an Angel when he retires.
yeah, like I'm not like some huge Judge guy necessarily. Like, I like the guy, but he's not. He's never gonna play Major League Baseball in anything besides the Yankees jersey.
I put him in a Mets jersey a couple weeks back, and that kind of was a little much.
Bro, hold your horses. Slow down.
What? Judge goes next door?
Nobody cares about a guy like Juan Soto. He wasn't even a real Yankee. Judge is a Yankee. No, like, what are you? You're crazy. That's crazy talk, bro.
Oh.
I'm watching them. I'm watching them try and not get smoked by Caminero right now. Speaking of which, yo, Colorado's beating the Dodgers 5-0.
Yeah.
Wow.
How's it to know that the Yankees have won as much as Colorado has won in the last 2 months?
The Yankees are better than your favorite team. All right, let's put
My
it that
favorite.
way. Fuck.
You only got 15 more wins.
Oh, this is
No,
so
25. Yeah.
bro. It's very nerve wracking right now. It's the bottom of the ninth.
If the Yankees don't make the playoffs, everything's going to erupt.
That might be the only way we could get rid of Boone.
What if you get an extension for Boone and give him a chance?
Bro, it's listen. I was lucky enough to be a teenager for like the Yankees dynasty.
Yeah.
Like God bless that. That was amazing. It has not been an easy, like the 2000s have not been easy as a Yankee fan.
Yeah, I know. When you see you guys won one World Series to the Red Sox winning 3.
Yeah, it's whack.
And
No
you're not
question
going
asked.
to outlive '04 ever. You're never going to outlive that.
So, what were the? I know you had a couple of other things, didn't you? Am I
Yeah.
tripping?
No. I just walked
Oh,
away for
here
a
we
second.
go. Okay.
Yeah. There's a
Oh,
little.
dude. Okay. Well, so look, the Yankees game is in the bottom of the ninth right now. It's 3-1 with two guys on base. Man, this is so like this is stressful. This like I used to watch Yankee at this point in Yankee games when I was young. Mariano Rivera was already on the mound. I could go to sleep. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I knew we were winning the game. Now, at the end of the game, I'm so stressed out. I'm like, oh my, like the whole, it's it's a terrible feeling. I don't even enjoy it, bro.
Mhm.
What am I to say? So, okay. So, specifically, though, you were asking about Schlittler's home run. Was that
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. His issue, like, is someone going to finally break it, like his own run issue, or will Cabanero keep the momentum going tonight?
Um, doesn't look
Cabanero.
like Caminero kept anything going.
Yeah.
That's good.
So basically, nobody did. Nobody really got to him tonight. Just
No,
give up always.
and you can kind of tell based on yesterday to today. To answer your question about the explosive Yankees win, it really like I mean, this is a lackluster coming off a 13-3 win. You know, you'd think you'd be a little more pumped up. It's 3-1, and they're fighting tooth and nail to keep these guys off home.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think I wouldn't say that they have exactly carried that energy forth. No, but that's kind of been the problem with the Yankees. You know, it's like this all the time,
Yeah.
up and down, up and down. You know, which is kind of frustrating as a fan. But
Yeah.
um, you know, Freddie Freeman up to bat in the other game. Dude, I'm dying for this game to be over right now. I watch Yankee games and I'm like, I can't wait till the game is over because I'm too stressed. You've watched playoff games with me. Like way too stressful.
Yeah.
Way too stressful. I can't do it. No way about it.
It's just like no. No.
Dude, bro, it's miserable. Yo, the Twins and the A's are tied right now in the ninth, top of the ninth. It's an interesting one. It's going right now. I like to see the A's are one of those teams I just like to see do well. You know, it's one of those things. All right. So what's fueling the Braves' high-powered offense? Can Hurston Waldrop maintain his stellar 1.02 ERA, or will the White Sox veteran Martin Perez shut them down? I don't know. How'd that go?
1-0 for Atlanta.
1-0. Wow. Dude, so that guy just really doesn't give up runs, huh? Like he went into that game with a 1 ERA. He left the game with a 1 ERA. That's pretty studly.
Yeah.
There's not too much I can say about that. Okay, sick. The Astros haven't scored in 28 innings. Can start. So I think the Astros obviously, you know, we're
They
looking
scored
at
two
this.
tonight.
Yeah, they broke that
They
drought.
scored two tonight, but it wasn't until the fourth inning. So 29-30, 30. Yeah, they were at 31 scoreless innings.
The Yankees game. Listen, the Yankees game is now tied up. These bums. Oh my god, bro! I can't with these guys. Like, I looked away for 2 seconds and it's tied. The game was supposed to be over. Oh. Oh,
So
it's so
to answer that one,
frustrating.
it's like is it Detroit's game to lose? Yeah, it was because the Astros have been playing horrible the last 3 games. But like it was a 7-2 game, so I mean they still scored after 31 innings. They finally scored, but I think they had the lead, but then they just blew the game. So
Listen, check this out. Kind of interesting. Kansas City and Texas Rangers, eighth inning, 3-3. Um, A's and the Twins, ninth inning, 2-2. Yankees and Tampa Bay, ninth inning, 3-3. Um, Chicago and Milwaukee, eighth inning, 3-2. Interesting. A lot of like real close, real tight games late in the game.
it's 4-2 Chicago.
Oh, they just hit a home. This guy just hit a home run. I guess when I looked away,
Hmm.
that's crazy. I literally said that. Looked back, looked at the screen, looked back this way, and they had scored another run. That's what it's like being a Yankees fan. You look
Yeah.
away for 1 second, and the other team scored 4 runs.
Hmm.
It's tough. All right, and so I think the last game that we were looking at, or the last thing. So pitching development versus playoff hopes. Which rookie? So JT Jin or rookie reliever of the Cubs? Which rookie? Which rookie reliever of the Cubs?
It's just there's a few rookie relievers in the Cubs. So
Oh, well, the rookie relief for the Cubs in
yeah,
general,
yeah.
which will be more impactful. Okay.
It's got to be the Cubs because the Cubs are trying to fight for a playoff spot, and I mean the athletic Jin's going to do fine, but it's just what's he really competing for? Just a starting position next year, really.
Well,
Like
yeah,
it's
and so the Cubs are, there's a very good chance they'll be playing meaningful baseball for the next 2 months.
yeah,
Maybe three, who knows? But at least two if they play well.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's got to be the Cubs relief, no question about that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Did you
all right,
quickly see? Was it Fernando Tatis robbed Denver's of a home run in San Diego?
I
Like
did not.
his arm went like 3 feet above to grab it out of the air.
He's kind of incredible, that dude. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the stuff he does, you're just like, wow. It's extremely impressive, both from like a defensive standpoint, his athleticism, and then the way he just jacks the ball. Yeah, because
No,
he's not like a huge dude.
if you ever want to see something crazy to think of like his speed and his strength, watch a YouTube video. It says it's Fernando Tatis hitting a home run with a metal bat.
What does it go like 1,000 feet?
It's the sound it makes when he fucking connects with it. It's insane.
Sounds like a bomb going off.
It sounds like a 22, like a 50 cal going off.
Gunshot. Wow. Okay.
Oh, it's amazing. He just obliterates the ball and they don't know where it lands. And it's just
So,
gone.
um, two last questions before we hop off tonight. Actually, three. First one, if you had to pick today, who is your AL MVP? Who is your NL MVP?
I mean, unfortunately, it's going to be Shohei in the NL. Just because Shohei just doing Shohei things. And and I've already kind of like proed it earlier with Cal Riley. Doing
Okay.
something he's never done as a catcher.
And what do you think about the What do you think about the Cy Young?
Uh I haven't really actually paid attention to really who's been pitching well this year. I would assume it'd probably be Scooble or Freed in the AL. They're going head to head probably. Freed was doing good for a while, so I don't know really like who's actually doing well for pitching.
Okay.
Like I
Well,
don't
we'll
even know
revisit this
who's
next week. It's okay. it's kind of frustrating, but I think you're right. I do think that Cal Raleigh is gonna if the season continues to play out the way that it is today, I think that Cal Raleigh will win. In unless the Yankees get hot and win and take first place in the AL East, I think that he will win the AL MVP. But if the latter situation was to happen, then it might be Judge again. So we'll see. And yeah,
So I
Shohei things.
well,
Shohei
I'm looking
stinks
at
at pitching.
yeah. I'm looking at it right now for pitching, and the top two pitchers right now for wins and ERA and all that stuff, like where they're leading. Freddie Pro Ultra with a 15-5 record, and Garrett Crochet with a 13-5 record.
Garrett Crochet,
Yeah, Garrett Crochet's got a
Red
13-5
Sox.
record compared to a Max Freeze 13-5.
Okay,
So you
interesting.
got Crochet going up against Freed in the AL, and Peralta's kind of leading in the NL.
Okay, dope. I damn, so that's interesting. That's interesting. Where and Scooble's not there in the picture?
Not in wins wise, like Scooble's in there for other things, but Scooble like I said, it's just the
Why is he
wins
not there for
wise.
wins? They have 70 something wins. Who's getting all these wins for
He
them?
Tariq he's only 11-3.
Wow. Okay. I guess it's because they have so many pitchers.
But
They
of
have a
all
big
these 11 and
rotation.
3, uh
Mize,
Quinn Preachster or whatever his name is in Milwaukee's 11-2.
11
So
and 2. Dominant.
yeah. So I mean, you got Freddie Peralta with a 15-5 record, and another pitcher with 11-2 record in Milwaukee.
That's
Like
interesting.
even Minnesota, Joe Ryan's 12-6 in Minnesota.
There are some decent pitchers out there this season. So who do you okay, now looking at the stats you just looked at, what do you
Oh,
think?
Casey Mines is 12-4 in
Casey
for
Mize is nasty this season.
yeah, so he's 12-4.
They have a guy who's 12 and 4 and a guy who's 11 and 3 on the
Yeah,
same bullpen.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Well,
That's
like I said,
awesome.
that's no more than Milwaukee. Milwaukee's got two guys with like above 10 wins and like less than 5 losses. So
Ooh,
Milwaukee,
Giancarlo. Oh, yo. Okay, I think I don't know if the game's over, but the Yankees are winning again. I know that. Giancarlo just ripped a bomb. Let's go. Oh, that's great news. I feel a little bit better about life right now.
and the Cubs only have one 10-game winner with Matthew Boyd.
Interesting. Listen, man, I don't know. I I think the playoffs are going to be really good this season, though. I think it's going to be way more competitive than people realize.
Oh, here's one that's going to really get you. Nobody on the Dodgers has 10 wins.
The Dodgers stink.
Yeah, but they have not one pitcher with 10 wins.
I know, but that's because they pitch a lot of guys. They have 70. They have 72 wins on the season. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they're just too many guys taking the mound for them.
Yeah, they don't have one single 10-win winner that
But
I could see
they've had a lot of
in the top
movement.
20.
They've had a lot of movement in that rotation since the beginning of the year.
Yamamoto is their best pitcher at 10-8.
Yamamoto stinks. That guy gets
Yep.
cooked, bro.
Literally, I can go with any. I can go pick the team right now and be like, oh, where is it? That's LA. Where's LA?
Bro, we're getting like the up close and personal right now of your beard line.
Dodgers. So 10 wins, 7 wins, 7 wins, 6 wins, 5 wins, 4 wins, 4 wins, 4 wins, 3 wins. Like that's how it goes for the Dodgers pitching. They
See,
have
that's what they did last year.
17 guys with a win.
That's crazy.
Like 17. Like Tyler Glass now is only 1-1.
Yankees, another home run. Let's go. It's 6-3 now. All right, listen.
17 guys with a win.
It's that time of night for everybody. The Yankees are in extra innings, and I got to watch the end of this, and I got to put my daughter to bed. I appreciate everybody tapping in with us tonight. Thank you as always, and we will see you guys next week back here at Vinny's Corner. Kale, what's the situation for your show on Friday?
We're gonna talk about baseball as we get into the mid playoff rush, and we'll talk some NFL.
And that's 12 o'clock noon Eastern time?
Yeah.
All right, Friday. So, guys, check my boy Kale out there. You can follow me on X at VinCasada.1. And as always, appreciate you guys stopping in Vinny's Corner. We'll check you next week.
All right.